What is going on, my peeps? Man, Micah is back with versatile plays, back with another build video, and this one is for none other than Spider-Man. Yes, this is the amazing Spider-Man build. Now, why do I say amazing Spider-Man build? Well, you know, considering Andrew Garfield, considering the dark time he had to go through, this is Spider-Man pulling no punches, which is why his melee is as high as it is and his heroic as high as it is. Although one could argue his heroic should probably be a little lower since he's not pulling punches. The point is, he's going ham with this build, and I wish we had the Amazing Spider-Man suit, but right now we are rocking that Far From Home outfit, and it's beautiful in all its glory. Yes, that is the suit there. We're doing the iconic perch, chilling like a villain, except we heroes. And then of course, we got this beautiful nameplate here. So what makes this build so unique? What makes this build something that you guys may want to consider? Well, we're gonna start with the artifacts as usual. We got the triple stack on might, which gives us a boost in assault, heroic charge rate, and stun damage from sprint and dodge attacks. And the prismatic ISO 8, which gives us valor, might, resistance, and it gives us an increased charge rate for heroic support, as well as increased damage from sprint and dodge attacks, because of course Spider-Man sprints and dodges a lot, so why not make use of that? And he's probably not pulling punches with those reflexes of his. Those are the artifacts, and of course to top that out is the Sacred Known Storm of Lethal Will with the damage buffs and the damage boost improvements. Now, if we quickly look at the hero stats, we see his melee's high, his precision's okay, and it's still, in terms of his range, is doing pretty well. His valor is decent, his resolve is nice, his resilience is nice, so he's not going down without a serious fight, and his intensity is still built enough. And if you look at his charge rates, they're all pretty solid, 12%, 21%, and 20.5%. So let's get into the gear, shall we? We have the public menace gauge. I have not been able to find no other piece in this realm. It's only been this piece. I have not even found a gloves of responsibility or something like that. Like, I have a responsibility piece for every other gear piece but the melee piece, so that's pretty interesting in my opinion. But here we have the public menace gauge, where you get might, resilience, and proficiency, and then enemies hit with wreckage. Takedowns are marked by the spider signal. Enemies defeated with while debuffed by the Spider-Man spider signal drops a regen pack. So this works if you're low on health, or willpower. Not a big deal with this build because his defense is pretty fortified. And then of course you get the gamma ray with the gamma finish on light combo finishers, and reduce the web ammo cost of web shooters. We also have the targeted buff cartridges, where they deal got two different damage buffs for a ranged critical attack, whether it's defeating or hitting, and cryo damage is done with the web shooters. We also have the ward of great responsibility, where we got the wrecking ball protector, which improves spider sense by 3 seconds while it's active, as well as increasing the wrecking ball activity by 2.5 seconds per defeated enemy. And then we have the spinner ret destruction, where it's 15% increase in status, critical chance, and all normal damage of web shooter attacks. This gives you a nice boost to your range damage. And then last but not least, the visor of great responsibility, precision and valor. Those stats just seem like they don't change. You get the wrecking ball extension, which automatically gives you 9-second increase to your wrecking ball, as well as web bomb having a 43% chance to drop regen packs when you use it. And then web bomb extension are webbed for an additional 5 seconds from web bomb. Now skills wise, nothing has really changed between this and the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man build. If we go ahead on over to champion points, I haven't had enough champion points to do anything else with. If I wanted to, I could boost my stun and status damage. Why not? So boom, there you go. I'm really making use of the tactical boost and the utility boost. Now in terms of masteries, I use increased damage for all combo finishers. I use the blown away, increasing the impact of all combo finishers. and New York's Finest, where I get heroic orbs for takedowns. For ranged, I use the sharpshooter, increasing the ranged damage of the web shooters by 30%. Increase the web status dealt by the web tethers by 15%. And increase the damage dealt by web blast by 15%. Now, if you want to, you can make these all focus on something, right? This is for web blast. This one is for web spread, so it's like, why not just improve the web tethers there? And web blast, you know, increasing the damage with web blast if you ever use that. You can reduce the cost of web tethers if you wanted to, you know, or web spread again. Let's see, web shooters can, you know, range critical damage can be increased, and then the ammo could be increased as well. To me, it's not a big deal. I like what I have going on there. Web status wise, I use web attack, which webbed enemies take 10% more melee damage, and then increase the critical chance by 15% against webbed enemies. That's critical web. And then web head, webbed enemies that are defeated have a 20% chance to drop a heroic orb. So I like that there. I'm gonna leave it there. Here I still have two two abilities in the intrinsic ability category per ability. So perfect counter, which increases the damage of the next attack by 15% after performing a perfect evade, and increase the web status damage dealt of web counter by 20%. I use intrinsic recovery, which is performing a perfect evade generates some intrinsic meter, and reduce the amount of intrinsic meter cost when taking damage by 20%. Over here, overcharge boost, defeating an enemy with wreckage restores a small portion of the intrinsic meter, and spider might increase melee damage dealt by 10% while the intrinsic meter is full. So those are the masteries there. And then in terms of specialties, for my support heroic, I use high emissions. The spider drone shoots concentrated blasts of webs, dealing more damage, and efficient output. Increase the web status build up from the spider drone's projectiles by 25%. This definitely works. The efficiency output is solid. All webbed up, again, as you see by the animation, it just increases the range that the web bomb actually works, and they remain webbed for an additional 5 seconds. And then I use extra, increase the damage dealt by web bomb by 20%. With wreckage, I use web brawler, which webs up his hands and his feet, so that way he can continue to build up status, which will then increase damage overall. And then I use the spun up. All web status damage is boosted by 10% while wrecking ball is active. These two go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. So that's the build for the Amazing Spider-Man. And I don't have all my comics yet. I do have all the comics for Spider-Man though. Waiting on some more takedowns, and waiting on some more outfits now that we got the MCU involved. Now, enjoy some gameplay video seeing this build in action.
We'll need to take control of their systems. Get me to the location on your HUD.
Oh, sorry. Did that hurt?
Bypassing their security will take some time. Keep the area clear, but stay in range of the control point. I need more time. Keep the area free of hostiles.
New vantage point.
I'm through the first firewall. I'm working as quickly as possible. Repositioning.
That's gonna hurt the morning.
I'm almost done. Hang in there.